bringing you the next instalment of the SBC challenge for the championship. And as we're going to carry on from the last video, we just finished Derby and we had 9 more to do. Straight in, no messing about, and we're going with full on. And hopefully, you know, we should be able to make some good gains on this. You know, I want to try and get about 16 on this video, purely because then I'll only have 3 or so to do, and I can then do some actual packs on the last video, which I may extend somewhat, because why not? Yeah, we'll hopefully have a little bit easier time of it than we did with than we did with the last video anyway, with Cardiff, because that was a real pain. But we're making good progress here already. We just need a goalkeeper, a right wing, and not very high rated goalkeepers anyway, that's for sure. But we need 70 overall, so Syriac's a good pull to go in there. Also, as well, if people haven't noticed on this game as well, if they've never played with them, Fulham are a decent team. You know, even in seasons, they're handy, and I quite rate them. You know, a mate of mine swears by them, but you know, that's going a bit of a stretch. But they are rated. I mean, look at that, gold rated Tom Cairn in midfield, and he's pretty much a solid little player. 94. So we've done it. You know, we can afford to just buy a 200 rated player here. Do you know what? 450, whatever. He can go there. RNN. Done. Fulham. Easy as that. And that'll be a nice, jumbo goal pack. The other thing as well, people saying, oh, you know, you're spending loads and loads of money on these packs when you're going to get nothing, you're getting average packs. To be fair, the pack value of what I'm actually, you know, spending, it probably works out. You know, I've spent, to be fair, on this video, I've counted now, I'm touching 60k now, which sounds a lot, but considering that I'm not planning on spending that money on anything else, and if I was to buy these packs outright at their actual price, which okay, some people don't, I would still be, you know, making good money. You know, I've still definitely made a profit in terms of what the pack value. I mean, I could get nothing in the packs, but that's the risk that you take. And unfortunately, you know, you can't have what you want always in packs. I did quite well. I pulled one of the prime players packs out, and I managed to get Taliso, which has obviously, you know, been great because it's allowed this video to be possible. But you know, it is luck, and you know, I think some people get better luck than others. That's just my opinion. I think personally, if you've got a better record on the game, or if you're at least a positive record on the game, or pushing 2 to 1, you don't get as good packs. You know, call me a conspiracy theorist. I don't mind, but you can't really argue it that you see some of these people that barely play the game, or they play very rarely, and they don't have the best records, usually like 1 to 1 or just below 1 to 1, and they pull absolute worldy cards. I mean, they may spend a lot of money, you know, that's possible, but to me, I rarely see like insane players pull insane cards. You know, you see your Epsilons, and you see your Rockies, and they're like, those players like a different breed. And even in their ultimate team packs, like that they get for the rewards, the informs that they pull are not very good. You know, now and again they'll pull a legend or whatnot, but you know, in theory, they don't make their money through packs. They just make their money playing weekend league. You know, they play a lot of games, they get a lot of good packs in there that they sell off, and they just buy their players from there. That's probably the best way to do it. I mean, if you've got the time, then great. Some people don't, but if you're a professional FIFA player, or if you play competitively, then you're going to be able to do it. But for me, or you know, all the people that don't have the time to do it all, your best bet is, you know, I think this is quite a good way of doing it. I personally think, you know, with these, I've come into these quite late. I really didn't do any of these until recently. I used to always just do the marquee matchups. I mean, I could do marquee matchups as soon as they came up most of the time, but really, I don't think that, you know, these are rated as high as they should be. You know, you get good packs from them. Like, I mean, I know you've got to exchange a squad of, you know, 85 or above. You can for like Atletico Madrid, for example, but you get a prime gold players pack. You know, that's a 45k pack right there. If you can afford it, or if you've got the players in your team already, you can do it, and you know, it gives you a chance to get that instead of actually just buying the pack with your hard-earned coins, which we know nobody likes doing. But yeah, I mean, I personally think it's I think these are underrated, really do. And I mean, for example, like you get some poor rewards like this one. You get a rare. I'm getting a rare consumables pack, which might net me about £5 which is all right because I could get rare fitness cards in it. But then there is also the aspect I could just get a load of contracts, which I don't really need. You know, I've got 1,000 contracts, thousands in fact. I've got like 2,000 which I don't use. But I don't really want any of that. And, you know, if you give me fitness cards or anything like that, then great, I'll sell them. Newcastle, this one should be easy, but I'm gonna have a stab and say that this actually will be more difficult than it looks. Newcastle's always one of those teams that you think, oh yeah, there's plenty of gold players, you should get loads of them in packs, which is true. But then you've also got some high-rated silvers, which cost you a lot, and also they play one up front. Again, this formation curses you. You know, you only have one striker in a team that's got plenty of strikers. You know, they've got Mitrovic, they've got Perez. You know, you're going to see some more here. Game's actually quite a good little pull there. I think I'll take him straight away. Means Jose Perez will be used for a boost more than nothing else. Yeah, great. Tiote, Colback, you know, high-rated players for this league. But then when you get to your right backs and your left backs, you're struggling again. Maybe not. Games, I forgot about him. 950. Right, that, to be fair, 73 overall. No, I need a few more, to be fair. I'll go dumb it pure because he's 650. 70, there we go. And the chemistry is really good at the moment, so any keeper will do here, within reason, of course. I mean, I prefer Matt Sells because he's 77. Yeah, 700 coins. Delightful sight. Right, that's the 73 done. So I just need any centre back here now, which will not be too difficult. Preferably a cheap one, he'll do. Oh, heartbreak. Oh, I changed it to bronze because I can't be bothered traipsing through that. Oh, bit of a delay there. That'll do. Good. Oh, yes, you are good. You've helped me do this. 100. So, regardless of where I put Perez now, won't drag it down, won't bring it up. No Asal. Done. And that's a prime Electrum players pack as well, which is a nice pack. QPR's next. Rare gold pack. QPR, I had a feeling I was struggling on QPR. I think also as well in these things, it gives meaning to the bronze packs as well. I mean, bronze packs in this game now are rendered useless. Nobody buys bronze packs. You know, gone are the days when you could get a sweaty bronze team and like smash it. You know, everybody's going for your Rude Hullets, your Informs. You know, there's so many Informs out these days. You know, you genuinely can't warrant getting yourself a really good silver team. It's just not worth it. So, personally to me, oh, for God's sake. Right, so Morrison's not going to be completed there. You know, some of these players do give a little boost to it, and it'll help. Others, not so much, especially in higher ranked teams. But I mean, these are obviously quite. For some reason, these have a really high ranked team. I mean, QPR to me personally are not a very good team at all. Like, in fact, they're quite dreadful. But they, for some reason, have really high rated players in this game. And I would also say as well, if any advice, just keep your right backs to right wing back cards, because if you just if you're in search of that boost, I mean, look at that. Nobody's going to pay that for him. But if I move to his left back card, I'm paying, well, or a left back card, I'm paying virtually nothing. 800, you know, what's the point when I can just change that and still meet the camera prerequisite? Same here. Why would I go for right wing when I can just go right mid and ideally pull a card that's probably roughly the same price and skill? No brainer. I mean, 68, I'm hoping that they have quite a good goalkeeper. I think they do. No, it's just Smithies actually. Smithies is a good shout. I swear I saw a cheap one on the front screen actually. But I don't care, I'm at that point now. I need it. 69. I need a centre back ideally. Already got Corcoran on who are. Please don't be expensive. Hall. Yes. Fantastic. Go on then. All completed. QPR done. Okay, I'm going to go quickly outside the box here, and I'm going to jump to Wigan because I know I have a lot of players for Wigan. So this will be easy. I have a lot of centre backs though, like, and centre mids. I mean, it's not too bad when they're playing 4-4-2, but a bit more of a struggle when they're not. And that's the heart of it, done straight away. Look at that. Look at that for the spine. Straight down the middle, done with 62 chem. Right mid. Gabriel Obertan. Blast from the past. Noyle. Wigan aren't very high rated, so I can get away with a really low rated player. 68, yeah. 68 again, that'll drag that up to about 67 possibly. 66, and I just need to make sure I keep this one at silver. But they don't have any left wingers apparently, left mids apparently. They have left wingers. Just Jan Wildshut. I could probably get away with a right mid here. Who's the other one? Burn. Expensive. Surprised because 92, I can probably put a left back there. That'll be fine. Not Warnock though. Just need Garbett. Oh dear. Wow, that's a curveball. Oh, I could put the cam there and I can get a striker to partner Mr. Greg. Bogle, no. I might have to be Bogle actually. Let's hope this goes up. Damn it, 68. Okay, so I need a fairly high rated player just to replace one of these. Form of. God, this makes it a little bit more difficult for me. Purely because there's many players of these on the Yeah. Bogdan here to save the day. Somewhat better than the Jaskalainen. Yes. Goes in. Little tactical swap there. A little bit longer. Okay, so what I may do is actually I'm going to carry on. We're at 15 minutes, but we'll push on. We'll try and complete these last 3, and then at least we'll be able to do the pack opening on the next video. Ooh. So that's half the team, and Rotherham again, they're probably the poorest team in the league, so I don't think it will be too difficult to actually get this done. The average squad needs to be 66 and I'm already at 57 with 4 players left. So realistically it's not going to take me cost me that much to do. I mean 61, I could probably afford to get 2 bronzes in here. Doesn't make much of a difference. $700, we can afford that. 92. Just any right mid will do. Bray. Wait. Right on the button. 66. Rotherham done. So we've literally got to just do Sheffield Wednesday and Wolves. Get an Electron players pack for this, which is decent. Sheffield United might be quite tricky as well, purely because they're quite a high rated team. Yoristari 74 as well, he'd have been useful. Could use him actually instead of however you say his name. Each. I need to keep this above 70. Oh, that is a delight to look at. Oh, 500. This is where it's going to get a bit more expensive now. Oh, no, not too bad. 500. So we're doing well for positions here as well, so I can probably just use Nihu at left back and save some money. Luvens don't cost an arm and a leg. Oh no. Oh man. I don't want to have to pay 1600, but needs must. Ah, 500 rated left back. Tasty. 70, so I can just put Nihu in goal. And we're pretty much there. So, Wolves it is to finish off. Although I'm saying that, I don't actually think I've got hardly any Wolves players. Ha! 2. Oh dear, right. I knew the last one would be expensive. Also as well, I will be bringing out some more Rocket League content later in the week. I'll be doing another crate opening, probably I'd say tomorrow, although don't bank on that. Might be tomorrow or the day after. Depends on how quick I get hold of the crates. I'll be looking for them. But alternatively, I'll do that. I'll try and bring them to you as soon as I can. Big shout out as well to the Flying Stump, who is moving along on his channel very nicely indeed, and he'll be uploading some content later this week as well. He'll be starting his new job, so he might not be as active as he was, but hopefully he is. And we've with also as well with Rocket League, just sort of slightly digressing somewhat. New league's been announced for next month, so the rush to platinum not platinum, sorry, the rush to diamond begins. I'm platinum 3 on it, so I'm hoping that I can actually accelerate the process somewhat and get there, at least to get the reward for it, because last time I didn't quite make it to champ. I only made it to all-star. That's obviously relevant to the people who actually play Rocket League, because obviously I don't want to confuse anybody that doesn't. But yeah, it's everybody knows how tough the grind is, especially with this month as well. There's a lot of good players in platinum level. I can't quite comprehend how anybody can be in champ at this point. They must be like your big boys, like your Cookseers and your Dappers and that sort of stuff. They're the guys that you're looking at, because honestly, that is the level that I'm at. That I thought I was doing alright, but evidently not. But there we go, we're done. We're finished, and we've done the challenges in the space of 3 videos. So, EFL Championship completed, and we've got ourselves a squad building McCormack. Again, the card's not fantastic. He's like sort of a little bit of a Roberto Firmino, but we've got it. It's 25k coins. Put it in the squad, and we've made some of our money back. So we'll end the video there, and let's just take stock of how many packs we have to open. 19. And because I've got 25k, what I will do is I will just make an extra one on top of that. I'll actually buy one. I'll do... depending on what comes out of this, I'll see what we go. But I'm probably going to do a League One Prime players, because that's where I pulled Taliso from. But yeah, join us next time for the next installment, and that'll be the packs opening. Peace.